Hi, this is George Kattouf for AgelessTimeless.com. Today I'd like to do an exercise that I've done with many of my martial arts students over the past number of years. I've been instructing martial arts for over 40 years, and occasionally I'll find an exercise that the students will say, I like that one. That one's hard to do, or maybe they won't be able to do it at all, and they'll work towards having some type of success with it. This is one of those exercises. We hear so much today about strengthening the core, and I agree. It's imperative, particularly in the self-defense world. You want a strong abdomen, back, and in addition, you want to be able to sit up when necessary so that you can defend yourself. But we'll worry about that later. This exercise, I've given the name Lazy Boy. Probably someone else has another name for it, but it seems to fit rather well. So from a seated position, I'm going to lock my quadriceps, cross my arms, and I'm just going to sit back 1 inch. I'm going to hold it for a period of time. That amount of time is up to you and what you can handle. This should feel rather easy. Go into the next backward motion. And as I'm doing this, my abdominal muscles are very tight, very strong, and they're holding this position. So because of that tenseness, I know that it's working. It's activating all the musculature in the core. I go back another inch. And even though it's done slowly, you're still activating muscles that you may not have used when you're doing a fast crunch or a sit-up. Inch more. Now I'm really starting to feel it. Some of my students, when they do this, they tell me it's cold because they're shaking so much. Inch more. Let's go back one more. And again, I could hold this longer, but for demonstration purposes, this is good. Back one more. And relax for a moment. So now, you not only feel it in the abdominal muscles, but the thoracic muscles as well in the back. So, as I always say, what goes down must come up. So from here, come up 1, 2, 3, and if you want to get tricky, go back 1, come up 1, up 1, back 1. Some people like to lift the feet to make it a little bit harder, depending on the person. Up 1, whole way up. Do that 1 or 2 times, and I'm sure you're going to feel the benefits. Not maybe initially if you haven't done any abdominal work, but you'll have to get over the uncomfortable feeling that you're going to experience and just try to incorporate it. Now, if that was very easy for you, you can always add something. So whether it's a weight plate, this is only a 15-pound medicine ball, but again, I could do the same thing. Hold it tight to the chest. Back. Come up. Go back. By the way, don't hold your air. Never. Back. Tense your muscles. Back and whole way up. Okay. So I call that a lazy boy. There's nothing really lazy about it. And as I mentioned earlier, just for self-defense purposes. If someone's mounted on top of me and I need to defend myself, they're starting to throw punches at me. If I don't have the ability to sit up, that's going to leave me here, which eventually is going to lead to me being struck, or worse. So, just being able to pop up from this type of position to grab that opponent, keep your head in tight, then be able to roll them, makes all the difference. And sometimes life catches up and we end up with a midsection that doesn't allow for that. Even if our abdominal muscles are strong, if we're carrying a lot of fat, it prevents us from sitting up entirely. So that's a whole other issue. You're not going to spot reduce from doing these movements. However, you will have strong abdominal and back muscles. This is George Kattouf with AgelessTimeless.com. Stay young.